Welcome back, Slide Rollers. This video will be about how to get around not having a ST scale. Let's say you have a basic Mannheim trig type slide rule and maybe you have an S scale, but you don't have that ST scale for the small angles. It might be nice to watch my Secret Life of ST video to help you understand what's going on here. But basically, right, what the ST scale does is it does a conversion of the degree measure of an angle into radians, right? To see why that's the thing to do, watch that other video. So to do that, you can use conversion factor 180 degrees is pi radians, or you can remember that 57.29 degrees is approximately 1 radian. That number is 180 divided by pi to do this conversion. Okay, so basically you need to set up your slide rule to do this conversion. So how would I do that? Well, let's do it like this. Let's find pi on the D scale. A lot of times that's marked on the slide rule, which is convenient. And then I'll bring over 180, or 1.8, on the C scale. The nice thing about that is that both of those things are usually marked on your slide rule. 1.8 of course will be, and pi will be. If you don't have those marked, like say you don't have pi marked, then what you want to do is slide the 57.29 over the 1 at the index here. Okay, then you essentially have an ST scale which goes down to 1 degree, right? So if I want to find sine of 2 degrees, I find 2 on C, and then I read 349 right there on the D scale, and of course in that range it should be 0.0349, just like on the ST scale. For, let's say, a tangent, remember sine and tangent of the small angle is approximately the same. So find 4.3 on your C scale there, and you read about 0.75 or 0.075 on the D scale. Okay, if you've got to do those ones which are less than 1 degree, simply do an index swap here. Hold the 1, hold that position, and swap the index, or you can set that 5, this is equivalent, set the 5729 over the index here, which will give you the same setting of the slide. Okay, here's an interesting thing. You can solve a triangle like this actually without any trig scale. Let's see. Let's say you've got you want to use the law of sines and you've got a triangle with 2 angles which are small. You would normally use the ST scale for them if you had that on your slide rule. Okay, less than 5.7, right? Okay, so you've got sine of 3.1 degrees over 295 should be sine of 4.2 degrees over this length that you're looking for, let's say. Okay, the nice thing is, right, for the small angles, the sine is approximately equal to theta in radians, right? So the thing here is you could convert to radians, right? But the conversion factor is going to cancel out on both sides, and what you'll get is that this proportion, of course, it will be approximate. So simply the 3.1 over 295 is approximately equal to the 4.2 over the m. Okay, because those conversion ratios will cancel out on both sides of the proportion. Okay, so let's try that. So what if I set 295 on T? Over that I'll set 3.1, just moving the slide a little. Then I'll come out to that 4.2. Okay, and then I read the result there on the D scale of 4. Of course, correct magnitude for that should be 400. So m there is approximately 400, and that's actually a very accurate calculation. Okay, have fun, and I hope now you don't feel like you're missing something when your Mannheim trig type slide rule doesn't have the ST scale.